I feel that's more mental than anything else. I mean, you got to get your head in the game, and these guys all know what they're supposed to do. It's just a matter of doing it.
Islanders have given up at least 4 goals in all 6 games on this losing streak. Brock Nelson, Bo Horvat as this one chipped off the glass. My apologies. I did an Avalanche game the other night. It's still on my mind.
And the chemistry's been outstanding. And game in and game out, Brendan, they have been very consistent.
Well, Patrick Roy, he prays on that line. Cizikas, Fasching, and Pierre Engvall. Jack Adams votes, but he has done a remarkable job with what he's had to deal with. Here is Simon Holmstrom to the net, and he ran out of real estate as he found the outside of the goal.
Those long legs of the goalies, right?
Simon Holmstrom with a good power move, but couldn't find the hole. Just 1-3-2 over this 6-game stretch. They've got back-to-back overtime losses on this road trip. The pass in front from Pelech to Cizikas, and the shot was deflected away. Now ahead for Yakov Trenin. Shore drifting in. That shot redirected on goal, and a tough stop there for Sorokin. He was trying to receive that pass in his skates and kick it to his stick. It just went the wrong way.
Knew he wasn't going to have much time, and so he had to hurry his play. Sipakov playing with that line. Been playing 4th line for Sippy, so you'd think he'd be pretty motivated today.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. Maybe the mentality doesn't need to change though, Butch.
No.
In tight, Holmstrom tried to hand that one off for Engvall. D'Angelo teed it up, and it's stopped by Gustafsson. Rebound hanging around the net.
Nice look from Romanov, who you pointed out.
Yeah, and I think that went off of Zook anyway. But, you know, Clutter was talking about it. You guys were talking about this game and you know, just the way the Islanders would approach it. And Clutter mentioned that it's kind of like you're taking all the pressure off now. You know, you kind of go out and play and not worry, you know, how important this game is. You're just playing, and that's what it looks like. They're just free and skating really well.
This one deflects wide. The other thing the Islanders and the fans don't have to worry about is an out-of-town scoreboard tonight, as this one blocked it away by Gustafsson. Picked up here Hartman, and he got wiped out and clipped the legs of Cizikas. This shot tipped on goal, saves Sorokin, and Matt Martin will grab it and start up ice. Wide open was Bo Horvat, and that pass got through, and Brodin, a good defensive effort.
Yeah, he got the stick in the passing lane.
Foligno on goal, as Marcus Foligno getting a chance to play in an elevated role here over the past few games. Romanov's pass to the front knocked aside. He's playing with Rossi and Boldy. This is their top line, and not a place where Marcus Foligno has played most of his more than 1,000 games of his NHL career.
They've just been so hurt, right? You got Eriksson, Ek, and nice shot by Holmstrom.
Zuccarello and Boldy playing catch at the top. Zuccarello rotates to the middle. Boldy one-timer from an off angle off the pad of Sorokin and into the second row. Islanders had won the first 9 face-offs of the game until that one. Johansson with a shot knocked down in front. Nyquist with a chance. So did Boldy at the side of the net. Now it's Boldy. Centering feed. Nyquist gives it right back to him. Johansson to Zuccarello. Wrister off the body of Nyquist and trickles wide. You see quite a few of those with defensemen on the ice too, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
His Faber's shot was tipped on the way and off Sorokin's arm, and the Islanders get it out. Cizikas poked it on for Engvall. Fasching coming out of the box. Meanwhile, the pass to the slot. Brazeau, and just off the tip of the glove of Sorokin and then off the glass. Enormous changes at the deadline, like many of their other Central Division counterpoints did, as this is picked up and worked away from the Islander net.
We saw for the first little bit of the season when he made an impact.
Yeah, and if he is hurting, it's tough to play the game when you're healthy.
This one off the post from Rossi in tight. Anthony Duclair is just finishing up the first season of a 4-year contract, so you'd expect to see him back at some point here with the New York Islanders.
Likely when he's healthy.
Got injured in Game 5 this season, missed 28 games, and has been fighting it ever since coming back into the lineup. Here's Horvat in tight. What a dangle to try and get that shot away, and it ramped off of Gustafsson and wide. He sold the pass. Foligno bought it, and he got a pretty good shot away. This one eye high, and he clubs it down on the try from D'Angelo.
Tony D'Angelo sniffing for the loose puck.
Romanov through the hip check, and Johansson picked it up at the last moment and stopped his momentum so he didn't get cut off by Romanov. Oh, that banked in from behind the net. Zuccarello just chipped it off the back of Sorokin. And it's 1-0 Minnesota on a fluky goal for the Wild.
And hasn't had a whole lot of work, and you can watch his head to see where he's following the puck. Oh, he comes out on that original shot, and how he knows. Watch him turn, and that's just a great play by Zuccarello. He saw the mass there. He just says, hey, I'm going to whack it towards the net, and poor Sorokin right off the side of the mask and caroms into the net.
You can often tell from a player's reaction whether it was intentional or not. And yeah, his
of his career. And the 216th time he's found the back of the net. And again, the Islanders will be playing from behind as Gustafsson able to keep that one out amidst a scrum at the side of the goal.
Yeah, they've really had a tough time of getting that first goal.
Oh, and they come right back and tie it. Dobson, a shot for the line. Cizikas may have gotten a piece. 36 seconds later, the Islanders even the score.
I'm not too sure, but this thing completely fools Gustafsson.
Yeah, Casey led the charge back to the bench, so you got to believe. Look at the work behind the net for Casey. Gets the puck, gets back to the point. Watch him drive right through. Oh, yeah, he just whacks that right down.
That's a beautiful tip.
Great deflection. And, you know, he does practice that a lot. You know, when he has the opportunity, he gets in front of that net and guys shoot pucks, and watch him track this all the way. That's just a terrific deflection. But, you know, he starts the whole...
Put it around the back. Rossi. All the way down. Johansson, and another chance for Zuccarello. That time it was stopped by Sorokin.
That was a tough angle. It was a tough save for Sorokin again. From pass from behind the goal line out to someone out on his back.
Here's Zuccarello. Stepped on through. Romanov tipped it off the stick. Now Brock Faber. Wraparound try from Johansson. Cleaned up by Pulock. Pushed along for Siplikov. He's got Holmstrom. Got it to him. Simon Holmstrom on the backhand. Slips it. Scores! Holmstrom was trying to get it through for Romanov. Not sure if it ever got there, but it's in the back of the net, and it's 2-1 New York.
Turn of speed. Watch the play in front of the net by the Islanders. There it is, Ryan Pulock, and a quick pass to Sippy, and well, I don't know if he was passing it to him, Brendan, but it worked out pretty well. A little bank shot here.
You know what it was, Butch? It was the stick of Middleton that played it pretty well, actually, but right into the oncoming Holmstrom, and I think that tape job did the trick. He's now, what is he at, Brendan? 18 goals. Yep. Feeling good. I think that tape job's...
Ooh.
Stretch pass on. Vinny Hinostroza turned around by Scott Mayfield. This pass out for Faber. Wrister punched away by Sorokin. Still in tight, and Hartman denied.
About the switching that went on, and seemed to be pretty happy.
Merrill on goal. Sorokin has no problem with that. Won 11 games in a row, and it's the Bruins who have lost 10 games in a row.
What are you saying? Well, the Blues made an historic run a few years ago, if I recall.
Zuccarello now working in, and he's lost the puck to Holmstrom. Sent over for Romanov. Engvall left side. He's got the puck. He's onside and puts it into the breadbasket of Gustafsson.
You're not trying to win.
It's just teasing you.
Butchie cheated by being really nice to the line.
That's it.
Here's Cizikas, a shot gloved and held. Horvat came after it. Got bumped by him, and now Foligno starts it ahead for Minnesota. Brock Faber, the D-man, up on the rush. Quick shot from Boldy, denied by Sorokin. Bogosian sends it around the wall. DeAngelo waiting for it. Now it's Dobson. Return to DeAngelo. They'll switch places. They open up the one-timer. Dobson scores! Noah Dobson on the one-timer on the power play. And it's 3-1.
Yeah, I thought Lee might have deflected it, but that was a bullet. The Dauber lets it go. Good face-off retrieval by the Islanders. And then watch the switch coming here with the Islanders. DeAngelo starts it all off. Now you got the guys on the one-timer side, and he just howits that puck.
Yeah, that's the movement you want to see, Butch. Right up top there, it makes those forwards try to decide who's going to lean out, and it ends up being Faber sort of caught right in the middle, creates a perfect screen.
That looked like it went off the... But the back pressure is not quite as bad as it was, I felt, over the last couple of years. Guys are being able to make those kind of moves.
Here's Siplikov off the stretch pass. Powers to the net. Gustafsson made the save. There were no blue jerseys around with that puck just laying there at the side of the crease. 5 seconds to go. Boldy, one last wrister, blocked down, thrown to the corner, and the Islanders with a 3-1 win over Minnesota snap this 6-game slide.